Hello, everyone, and welcome to another uplifting episode of the Faith Walk Podcast. Of course, I am your host, Lady Garrison, where we walk by faith and not by sight. How are we all doing today? And today in our is our Motivational Monday, where we learn to stop spinning and start trusting our gut feelings. If you have been unaware of the direction of your life, let's dive in and gather some inspiration to move forward with confidence. So oftentimes we are back and forth, not sure exactly where to turn or what's the next step. And this can have person staying in one position of their life for a long period of time, sometimes forever, even, until that. Because are afraid of is one thing persons are really afraid of is change. Some persons, because they don't want to accept the uncertainty that change come with, they tend to be stuck in uncomfortable situation and positions for a long period of time, sometimes for a lifetime, just because they're not bold enough and don't have enough confidence to make that first step. But today we are going to talk about trusting your gut feelings and moving forward with confidence. It is Motivational Monday where we encourage you, empower you, and motivate you. We talk about our own experiences, we talk about experiences of others, and we embrace it all through faith. With faith, you can move mountains. And as we say on this podcast, with faith, all things are possible. Let's talk about overthinking. How often have you found yourself going back and forth, weighing options, second guessing every decision? It can be paralyzing, can't it? We constantly seek validation, waiting for the perfect moment for the perfect answer. But what if I told you that sometimes the magic lies in the simplicity of trusting our own gut? Gut feelings or intuition are those little nudges and that guide us, almost like an internal compass. But how can we differentiate between fear and intuition? Remember, fear often screams while intuition whispers. Guys, are you listening? Because fear is something that I see kills our dreams, stop us from reaching our goals, and overall just not let us reach our full potential because we're so filled with fear of what if. That's why I encourage you daily to walk by faith and not by sight. Remember, fear often what? Screams, while intuition whispers. When faced with decisions, pause for a moment and listen. Ask yourself, what does my gut tell me? Paying attention to these feelings can lead us toward the right path, and even if it feels uncomfortable. And one of our goals of conduct that we normally live by over here is the goal is not to do what is easy, but to do what is right. And sometimes the right thing feels uncomfortable. I am placed in a situation where I have to do the right thing. And the right thing that I have to do does not only feels uncomfortable, is very costly, and is also plays on your own emotions. But it's the right thing. It's the right thing because it's not conflict. And when you're doing the right thing, I always encourage persons that with God in the vessel, it becomes easier. So although there's a side effect of financial burden, there's a side effect of not feeling comfortable. The Most High fixes all that. So he provide financially and he show you the reason why it's the right thing to do, and he gives you comfort in doing it. And in the long run, it is very beneficial always. Now let's connect this to faith. As we walk in faith, it's important to trust that higher power guiding us. Our gut instincts can align with that faith, empowering us to take bold steps forward. Think of a time you ignored your gut, reflect on how it turned out. Now, recall a moment when you trusted that instinct and it paid off. That's the confidence we want to build. Here are three simple steps to start trusting your guts and moving forward. The first step is to pause and reflect. Take a moment before making decisions. Breathe and listen that quiet voice within. The second, journal your thoughts. Write down what you're feeling. Sometimes putting pen to paper helps clarify your intuition. And the third and final one, take small steps. Begin with small decisions. Trust your gut in minor choices can build confidence for bigger ones. Remember, journeying forward with confidence isn't about having all the answers. It's about taking steps, feeling empowered, and finding your own path. No more spinning in circles. You have what it takes to move forward. Trust in yourself and the journey that lies ahead. Believe that every step with faith and confidence bring you closer to your purpose. I do these things every day, and I do nothing without faith. And persons constantly say to me, how do you do it? And I constantly reply, I walk by faith and not by sight. I have a very eventful weekend and a very memorable weekend and one of the best weekends of my life. Reason being, I was with both of my kids, something that really happened in my life at this point. However, journeying back from that adventurous weekend, I was on the phone with an associate of mine. The journey that I had to take was over 8-hour drive, which I drove there and back. And my associate said to me, how do you do all that? And without any fear, without any, anxiety. And I said to them, I don't do it by myself. I don't do it by myself. I trust in the Most High to guide me. And when fear tried to creep in or overpower me, I say to him, if it is thy will, then let it be done. That's when, if I'm trying to take control of the situation, that is when I let it go. Because when you're in certain situation and you're trying to take control of it, and you see yourself becoming reckless or very defensive, that's in the moment when you really need to let it go. And you know what said? If it's thy will, then let it be done. Don't fight it. Don't try to control it. Just let it go and give it to him. Let him sort it out. And I tell everybody, I don't fight. Another thing that I've really learned about myself over the weekend is that I am a very peaceful person. A lot of person will say, I don't like to fight. I don't like war. I don't like contention. You're a very warifying person, or you love argument. You're a very argumentative person. But if it comes to the they are the person who is being defensive. They are the person who is being horrified. They are the person who is willing to hold grudges and being argumentative and want to battle physically, emotionally, mentally. And when you reach that stage of your life, you have to redefine who is the most peaceful person and who is the worrying person. And I learned that I am a very peaceful person. When it comes to contentions, when it comes to fighting, when it comes to, arguments, I am the first person to say my piece and let it go. Give it to God and move forward. No matter what the situation is, I am the first person to let it go. And don't believe that when I let it go, I will be holding no grudges. I wish every party the best who is involved. If I am in a conflict with anybody, and move right along, because I know the God that I serve is a just God. Brings us back to question persons that say they really love and trust God. Why do you seek to resolve all your conflicts for yourselves, by yourself? If He's so worthy to you and you trust Him so much, why don't you take the time out to really give it all to Him? Let He sort it out. If He brings you to it, He will bring you through it. With that said, it is Motivational Monday. Let us learn to cast our burdens on Him. Let us learn how to cast our burdens really and truly on Him, and let's go. It's nothing short of a miracle. God is good all the time. And guys, of course, you're listening to your favorite girl, Lady Guys. So we walk by faith and not by sight. I'm an author of children's books. And when we're not promoting those books, we're educating, empowering, and motivating somebody. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode. I hope you're feeling inspired to trust your guts and take that next leap of faith. Remember, it's a beautiful journey filled with possibilities. Join me next week for another episode of Faith Walk Podcast. Until then, stay blessed and keep walking in faith. It's Motivational Monday, wishing you nothing but blessings for the rest of the week.